Alrighty, let's do it. Turn her on. Okay. Water break. Time out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Nikos Property Show, episode 3 today, and I am super duper excited to get started. We're gonna run over to Home Depot. I'm gonna rent a trencher so that I can set up the silt fence perimeter around the property. Lots of things that you have to do when going into building a house, but this is very important because if you don't get it set up, you're going to get fined by the city. I keep saying that in these early on episodes because that is the truth. You have to make sure that you have everything set in place from the city as you're preparing to actually get started on breaking ground. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot, we're gonna jump in the car, we're gonna go get that trencher, that silt fence, and we're gonna get over to the property ASAP so I can get to work. All right, y'all, we're at Home Depot. I'm gonna run in real quick, grab the silt fence. I gotta calculate some things to make sure I get enough. We're gonna grab that trencher, we're gonna head to the property. How's it going, sir? How you doing, man? I'm blessed. Yes. All right, y'all, so we're here. This is silt fence. If you've never seen it, you probably have on a construction site. This is 3-foot stakes by 100 foot in length of this paper, and I'm gonna run it across all the 3 borders of the property, except leaving that front part open where you can pull in and out with trucks. So I'm gonna load this up real quick, and the rental spot is right over there, right around the corner. So we'll be good to go. Alrighty, let's do it. Did you already get this?
No, I did not.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to Home Depot card today.
I'll give you a number. Making sure. Okay. Okay. Right there in the middle. Okay. Turn her on. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh my God. There with 15 customers. Maybe Home Depot will see it one day. Yes, sir. Bless your heart, not mine. All right, y'all, a little hiccup in the road. Mr. Chris there killing it with like 15 customers. Finally got it. We're gonna head over to the property, get started so we can finally make some progress. Alrighty, y'all, finally made it to the property. We got this, I've straightened it out a little bit. We're gonna run, like I told y'all, we're gonna run along the side of the property and then across the back and across this side. And what I told y'all earlier is you wanna put up this silt fence because what it does is once we start disturbing all this dirt right here so that it doesn't actually go out into the street that's behind my house or anything like that. So you wanna keep whatever's going on your property away from your neighbors or the road or whatever it is. So that's why you wanna put up a silt fence. So let me unstrap this real quick and we'll get to work. Oh yeah. All right, y'all, so we are set to go. All right, I got it running, it's warmed up, we're ready to go. This is my first time using a trencher all by myself, so don't feel afraid. Like, if you want to start building your house or doing DIY projects around the house, look, someone's got to do it, so you might as well start. So like I said, I'm gonna run this line all the way down, run it across, run it back. Then we're gonna get that silt fence and actually put it into the ground. And then you'll be able to see about, about 12 inches of that actual black paper, maybe a little bit more, but regardless, I'm gonna jump on this, get to work. I hope y'all enjoy the process. Awesome drone footage for y'all to see, obviously, all that work being done. It's not as straight as I wanted to, but hey, when you're looking like this, you can only get what you can. So I'm gonna throw these gloves on, grab my sledgehammer, we're gonna get to work right away. So run the B-roll. Okay folks, we are all set. We got the silt fence. As I told you before, you gotta get it nice and tight. You gotta get it ran down the entire line. So I'm gonna get to work here. I'm gonna start with my first one being about right here, which is, I'd say probably 15 to 20 feet off the edge of the, where the road stops. So for me, I didn't want to get all up in there because I won't be working there much, and I wanted to leave it open for when they connect the plumbing and everything like that, so I didn't have to keep cutting this. So I'm going to start nailing this in, I'm going to start knocking this in with my sledgehammer. We're going to move it all the way down. You got to make sure that the bottom of this silt fence is under the dirt so that it can catch anything when the rain starts and once you're over here and you got your construction drive and everything like that. So I'm going to get this started. Y'all watch me work. As y'all can see, there's a blue line right there at the bottom of that. It will go under the dirt, but you just get it nice and tight, and then boom, it works out. Get it rolled out a little bit so I can work. If you got a helper, it's a lot easier, but when you don't, you're your own helper, so you figure it out, and you just get to work. You wanna make it nice and tight though. You don't want it to be all loose and ugly. Ew. Nobody likes looking at a silt fence that's like that. Yep. So as you can see, that blue line's going under that dirt, and then I'll be able to push all that dirt back onto it and we'll be in business. Boom. Look at that. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Sometimes that happens. The wood's all ugly inside, so we'll just do what we can. Knock it in right here. Just make sure it's nice and tight. It's construction, baby. If something bad don't happen, or you don't have to wait 2 hours for your trencher at Home Depot, is it really construction? But make it happen. That's how it works. And I'm glad it rained, because if this dirt was dried out from the sun, the summer sun, this is not as easy as it's working right now. So I'm kind of lucky that it actually rained. Yeah, I sure am. Turning the corner doesn't look too shabby, you know? You gotta do the best job you can, make it look nice. You want the neighbors looking at something that looks good, you know what I'm saying? If you were living here, you'd want to look at something good. So that's what we're doing. I don't have a shovel or nothing, so kind of dig through that right there. Easy fix. Water break. Time out. All right, y'all, so of course you got to do all the work once you're out here, but sometimes you have to stop working. You have to get on your laptop and make sure that everything is going according to plan. So, you know, for next week, I got to see who I have on schedule, because if I don't check that stuff out, guess what? Someone's not going to show up, and then I'm going to be upset because work's not getting done. But that all falls on the person who's building the house. So if this is your first time or you want to get into something like this, you need to make sure you always have your laptop with you or your phone or some internet access, because you're going to be getting emails. People text like crazy now. It's hard to get people on the phone. You're going to have to schedule people out. So like right now, I'm putting this silt fence up like I was telling y'all, and you've seen all this footage, right? But in the meantime, I'm making sure that the guy who's going to be staking out the house for me, the actual survey guy, is coming next week. And then the footer digger, or the footer guy is what we call him, who's going to dig the footer of the actual house where we lay the foundation, he's got to get on schedule too. But typically right now, especially how construction is, they're 2 or 3 weeks out. So if you're not on schedule 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time, you're going to be upset. So I got my laptop out here. I've got my project of how much it's going to cost, the schedule, everything like that. So I'm always on this 24/7 on my phone, making sure things are going as planned. So I'm going to work a little bit, and then I'm going to get back to work out here as well. All right, so it's a beautiful day out here, but come in the house with me a little bit. I'm gonna open the front door here and we're gonna walk in, and I know a lot of y'all got really excited about how the inside of the house looked. So I can't wait to get in here, but unfortunately you have to do all the unfun stuff, not really fun, kind of boring work where you gotta be outside, everything's terrible. But I'm taking you through this kitchen again just to remind you of what it looked like. So as you see me walking through here, I can't wait to go into the design of all this, and I'll actually be using my sister, so big shout out to her, to design all this stuff, probably even just give her money and tell her to make this house happen. So once we get to that point, I can't wait, but just wanted to get you a little bit excited about what's going to be inside the house. But let's jump back outside and get to work like we should. I also wanted to let you know that once you actually install your silt fence, you'll use the dirt that's on both sides from the trencher to kind of backfill it. You want this to be, you know, stable, so when it does rain or some dirt comes down this way or some gravel or whatever it is, once you're working in this space, that it actually gets caught by the fence. That's what the point of this entire fence is. So I've got this dirt kicked back as much as possible. I might come out, I did it all with my boots. As you can see, I don't have a shovel out here. Rookie moves, and I actually learned something about the trencher that I want to tell y'all. Quite interesting, and a rookie move by me for sure, but let me head that way and I'll explain it to you. So like I told y'all earlier, this was my first time on this trencher. However, I didn't realize that if you just go backwards, it'll dig out the hole for you on both sides perfectly, and it keeps you in a straight line. I was trying to do it forward at the beginning of the video, then I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't work. I was going forward and backward, so I was not killing two birds with one stone. I was making it twice as hard. So I figured out that if you're ever using a trencher, go backwards, and that's how it's supposed to be used. I don't know if that's the professional way, but that's the way I figured it out, and it worked for me. So if you ever use a trencher, go backwards, get your line set, and just follow along slowly, and it digs it out for you. So rookie move by me, first time building my own house. Hey, what do I expect, right? Okay, y'all, before I head out, before I get done, I wanted to show y'all a man's best friend, or anybody's best friend, on a construction job site. This right here is what you call a porter potty, or a porter john, is what we like to call them. So you get one of these anytime you have a construction site going on. You get you one of these. This is where you come handle all your business. Come on in here in the dead of summer. You can barely breathe right here. I promise you, you start getting like this, you're dripping sweat, and you get some air. Luckily this one's clean because it's my personal house, but get your porta-john on any construction location. You do not want to go without one of these. It will be a bad day for anybody on the job site. I mean, that's just protocol. You better have a porta-john on job. But anyway, let's continue. So I finished the silt fence. That was not that bad. I mean, I got it around the entire property right here. As you can see, I'm going around, that's probably about 80 feet. And this is probably around 70, maybe this is about 100. I can't even remember. I used about a whole roll right there and then had it roll around all the way up there. So this is where all the work's gonna be done. You don't have to put it all the way on the edge, but when you do fill out your land disturbing permit and all that stuff, you do have to let them know where you're gonna actually put that. So I drew that out for them. I'm excited to get this done. Can't wait to really, you know, plan people out, get people coming in, doing all the work, digging the footer, laying the foundation, and getting that framing up. This is gonna be amazing. I hope y'all enjoyed this process. This is how you install a silt fence, you know, get your trencher, install the silt fence, and then make sure you drink water and hydrate because it is hot out here. So I'm actually done with all the work here. I got actually one roll of extra that I'm gonna go return to Home Depot. I'm gonna get this loaded up, take it back, get that rental money situated, get my deposit back. Alrighty folks, thank you so much for watching this video. A lot of work happened today. On video it may seem like, oh my gosh, only one thing, but you know, this takes a while to actually do. Luckily it was a nice breezy sunny day, so it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold out here. So it was a great day to enjoy it, get the trencher out here, dig all that, get the silt fence and everything like that. But we got a lot of awesome content coming up in the future, so I'm really excited about everything that is to come. However, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you follow us across all of our social media platforms, and you can see those down below and in the caption as well. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Make sure you are dropping comments, letting me know what you're most excited for, because I can't wait to bring you more awesome content. Without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Oh my God.